Hey guys, it's Emma. Welcome back to Dragon Age. So, we just finished saving the mages. We have got them conscripted to join us against the Darkspawn according to the Grey Warden contract. And we have enlisted them to help us help Redcliffe and cure Connor of his dire demon possession and all that nice jazz. Okay, so now we have to go back out into the wide world.
Of course.
I want to go to the docks really quick because I kind of forgot to go to the tavern last time. So let's do that. Okay.
I bring word, sire. There are demands from the Banorn that you step down from the Regency. They are said to be gathering their forces, as are your allies. It appears it will be civil war after all, despite the Darkspawn. Pity. I also have an interesting report. There seem to be Grey Wardens who survived Ostagar. How, I don't know. But they will act against you. I have arranged for a solution, with your leave.
The Antivan Crows send their regards.
An assassin?
Against Grey Wardens, we will need the very best, sire.
And the most expensive.
Just get it done.
Is this what I think it is? What? Who is Elf Boy? Okay. We can't forget to go do that other quest too. Who's that dude? We never went in the inn, so let's be reasonable and go in the inn. So, I wonder when we get to encounter this assassin. Disgruntled patron. Shady patron. Shady patron. Let's see when I have a talk.
What are you looking at?
Oh.
Can a man drink in peace?
Look, I just wanted to chit-chat.
Leave me alone.
Okay. Well, the innkeeper's going to be the one likely to talk to us.
Good day.
Is there literally nothing here?
Good day, and welcome to the Spoiled Princess. Is there something I can get for you?
It's the inn named after my cat. Why is the inn called the Spoiled Princess?
It was my father's idea. He ran the inn before me, and he named it for my sister. She was his little princess. Princess decided the country was too dull for her and moved to Denerim. More glamorous, she said. Well, she was found murdered, robbed of all the trinkets my father bought her with his hard-earned money. My father died of shock and heartbreak. Mother stopped eating, and I got the struggling inn. The name stuck. That's the story.
That went 0 to 100. I should get going along.
Of course. If there's anything I can get you, just let me know.
Well, it looks like we didn't miss much. I don't want to pick that chest. That's rude as fuck. Oh, Wynn is still with us. Okay. Oh,
Here,
what?
look at this. Do you know what this is?
What? Did I accidentally click on Alistair? That's a rose?
I picked it in Lothering. I remember thinking, how could something so beautiful exist in a place with so much despair and ugliness? I probably should have left it alone, but I couldn't. The Darkspawn would come and their taint would just destroy it. So I've had it ever since.
That's a nice sentiment.
I thought that I might give it to you, actually. In a lot of ways, I think the same thing when I look at you.
Thank you, Alistair. That's a lovely thought.
I'm glad you like it. I was just thinking, here I am doing all this complaining, And you haven't exactly been having a good time of it yourself. You've had none of the good experience of being a Grey Warden since your joining. Not a word of thanks or congratulations. It's all been death and fighting and tragedy. I thought maybe I could say something. Tell you what a rare and wonderful thing you are to find amidst all this darkness.
There's a response that says, "So are we married now?" I don't really like any of the Ashens, so let's keep the sappiness at full tilt. I feel the same way about you.
I'm glad you like it. Now, if we could move right on past this awkward, embarrassing stage and get right to the steamy bits, I'd appreciate it.
Oh. Sounds good. Off with the armor then.
Ha ha. Bluff called. Damn, she saw right through me.
You're so cute when you're bashful.
I'll be standing over here until the blushing stops, just to be safe. You know how it is.
Oh, he's adorable. I must have accidentally clicked on him while I was trying to open this door. Also, we get to see how pretty my eyes are. Well, I'm not going to... Okay, should we go back to camp and do a talking episode?
And so I shall.
Because apparently we're missing some stuff. I really want to take care of Connor. But I don't want to miss out on a chat option that, might not be there when we get back. Let's go to camp. And we'll see how deep this rabbit hole goes. Hopefully...
I have been studying Mother's grimoire. Do you wish to hear what I have found?
What did you find?
'Tis not what I expected. I had hoped for a collection of her spells, a map of the power that she commands. But this is not it.
Disappointed, then?
No. There is much of interest within her writings, things I did not know. And one in particular I would never have suspected. Here, in great detail, Flemeth explains the means by which she has survived for centuries.
A spell of immortality?
Oh, if only 'twere so. Flemeth has raised many daughters over her long lifetime. There are stories of these many witches of the wilds throughout chastened legend, yet I have never seen a one, and always wondered why not. And now I know. They are all Flemeth. When her body becomes old and wizened, she raises a daughter, and when the time is right, she takes her daughter's body for her own.
And you had no idea. I'm so sorry.
Do not be sorry. I am not. I am angry. There is only one possible response to this. Flemeth needs to die. I will not sit about like an empty sack waiting to be filled. Flemeth must be slain, and I need your help to do it.
Oh my goodness. Perhaps you should talk to her about it first.
And what would that do? At best, I would receive pointless reassurances. At worst, Flemeth would imprison me once she became aware I know what I do. I know my mother well enough to be confident she would show no mercy when it came to her own survival. I must do the same.
Oh. Kill Flemeth. Isn't that a little extreme?
It may seem so. If you think of Flemeth as a mother, think of her instead as an ancient abomination that intends to use her own flesh and blood to extend her life beyond all natural limits. She did not wish anyone to get a hold of this information, least of all me. Now I have, If I do not act on what I know, then more the fool am I.
Why do you need my help specifically?
Because if she is slain while I am near, I am not certain that she will not simply be able to take possession of me right there. So obviously I cannot be the one to do it.
Very well. I'll help you if I can.
Then what needs to be done is for you to go back to Flemeth's hut in the Kakari Wilds without me. Confront her and slay her quickly. I doubt she will truly be dead even then, but it will take her years to find a new host and recover her power, if that is even possible. The thing I must have is her true grimoire. With it, I can defend against her power in the future. Everything else in her hut is yours.
Do I have a time limit on this?
Not really, but the sooner the better, no?
I'll see what I can do.
I am grateful. The sooner this can be done, the sooner it will set my mind at ease.
I'm glad we stopped at camp.
I await your command.
I'd like to ask you something.
So, full of questions, are you?
Do you really want your mother dead?
I can see why you might ask this, despite knowing the fate that she has in store for me. The truth is that no. Under normal circumstances, of course, I would not turn against my mother so. For all that she is not the picture of maternal love, I mean her no ill will. But Flemeth herself taught me long ago, once you know your enemy, strike quickly and without mercy. Were our positions reversed, she would no doubt do exactly the same.
There must be some other way to stop this.
Possibly. Stopping her before she can steal my body is the most direct way. Even you must agree. I do not know how much time I might have to find an alternative. Do you have a suggestion?
A spell to protect yourself?
I know no such spell. I could create such a spell only if I knew the details of Mother's ritual, and that would only be found in her true grimoire, which she will never give up.
Run, perhaps?
Indeed. Where shall I run to, and for how long? Eventually Flemeth would find me, have no doubt of that.
Then I don't know.
And neither do I. Make no mistake, without your help, I would be forced to desperate measures. I would need to flee at the very least to find something, but thankfully, I do not need to.
If you say so.
I do. The only question then is whether or not you intend to carry through with your promise.
I will deal with Flemeth as I said I would.
Then I am relieved. Please do so as soon as possible. The waiting is driving me nearly mad.
I mean, I don't blame her if you know your mom is basically rearing you like cattle to replace you. It's very reminiscent of Hohenheim from Fullmetal Alchemist, if you're familiar. We should probably sell, but let me check this dude out.
The Circle of Magi stands ready to assist, Grey Warden, as do the Templars of the Chantry.
They will work together.
The sincerity of your cause has drawn them together under a common banner. It would not have happened otherwise.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense. Liliana, where's Wynn? Shouldn't Wynn be about here somewhere? There. Ah, she's back in the back.
Oh, it's been a long day. Rest would be welcome.
Oh, you all right?
Yes, of course. I am just a little weary. As you may have noticed, I'm no spring chicken.
You are very sprightly for your age, though.
Thank you. You're very kind to say so. But in all honesty, I do not know how many years I have left in me. I have lived for such a long time, but there is always something else to do. And I have to keep going in order to do it. I think I will be glad when I am done.
I'm sure you'll be kicking around for years yet.
Oh, I don't know. I really don't.
Oh, that was so depressing.
Have you encountered many abominations, apart from the ones in the Circle Tower?
Well, there was Connor.
Ah, yes, Connor, of course. The first time I saw an abomination, my blood turned to ice. It was months before the nightmares stopped. It was the knowledge that I could easily become one of them that frightened me the most.
Seeing the monster that you could be is unsettling, yes.
One slip. All it takes is one slip, and everything you are is simply gone. Replaced by madness. And there is no turning back, or at least that's what they say.
You have doubts?
Of late, I have begun to wonder if there is any way an abomination can be cured. Or if a mage could be so possessed and still retain their sanity, their humanity.
If one retains one's humanity, one is not abomination.
Yes, it is madness and cruelty that define abominations. If those are lacking, if the mage remembers the person they truly are, then they are not an abomination. I never saw that. Thank you for showing me another way of looking at it. So, tell me, how did you become a Grey Warden?
I was tainted and only the joining could save me.
Then you became a Grey Warden out of necessity. But Duncan must also have seen something special in you. The Order does not take in recruits just to save their life. You must be proud to be able to represent your tribe and the Dalish as a Grey Warden.
I just hope that I can show the strength that Duncan saw in me.
Sometimes it gives me comfort to think that everything will end up the way it's supposed to. That it will be all right. You were chosen. You survived the joining when others did not. Perhaps it was meant to be. I must ask, what does being a Grey Warden mean to you?
I'm kind of glad we caught up on these now. It means I've been chosen to do something important?
There's that, of course. But there's more to being a Grey Warden than killing Darkspawn and saving the world from the Blight. Ultimately, being a Grey Warden is about serving others. About serving all people, whether elves or dwarves or men.
You mean to say, to serve as a protector?
As a Grey Warden, you are a guardian of men, and you guard them because their continued existence is more important than you are. Thus it is you who serves, not they.
I will keep that in mind.
A good king, a true king who cares for his land, uses his power to rule firmly but fairly. He serves his people first and foremost. The king who does not do this, who believes that he is entitled to his power, who abuses it and uses it for his own means, is a tyrant.
So, in a way, having power confines you.
If you live apart from others, and your actions affect only you, then you may do as you wish. But if you have power, influence, and strength, your every action will be as a drop of water in a clear, still pond. The drop causes ripples, and ripples spread. Think of how far they will go, how wide they will become, how will they affect the pond. But I've lectured enough for today. I should stop before I wear out my welcome. You're quite taken with each other, aren't you?
You know about Alistair and me.
It's hard not to notice the doe-eyed looks he gives you, especially when he thinks no one's watching. It's almost too sweet for my tastes, and I'm an old lady who should be making lace hearts and fuzzy blankets with animal motifs.
You're not the average old lady.
No, I won't be making socks with pom-poms for you anytime soon. But that's hardly my point. I've noticed your blossoming relationship, and I wanted to ask you where you thought it was going. Alistair is a fine lad, skilled in battle, but quite inexperienced when it comes to affairs of the heart. I would hate to see him get hurt.
It's like she knows we saw the elf earlier. She knows. Are you saying I might hurt Alistair?
Not intentionally, no. But there is great potential for tragedy here, for one or both of you. You are both Grey Wardens, and he is the son of a king. You have responsibilities which supersede your personal desires.
Alistair doesn't want to be king.
That may be true, but he is still a Grey Warden. Love is ultimately selfish. It demands that one be devoted to a single person, who may fully occupy one's mind and heart to the exclusion of all else. A Grey Warden cannot afford to be selfish. You may be forced to make a choice between saving your love and saving everyone else. And then what would you do?
Oh, none of these answers are very good. I don't want to have to make that choice.
Nothing is certain. Not in these times. You cannot take anything for granted. I want you to be aware of this.
Alistair and I can handle whatever comes our way.
If you insist, I have given my advice. Do with it what you will.
Oh good, she still approves. Man, we're getting some old lady story time in.
Is there something you need?
These look like her default ones, so we'll leave these here for later so we can move on. Nothing, I should not have disturbed you.
It is no trouble.
Okay, so let's move on. We've got Liliana.
Something I can help with?
Nothing, never mind. Sten.
You called.
Let's go.
As you wish.
Your desire is my command.
I wonder if we can talk to him about what Wynn said. I'd like to discuss something private.
Well, we're in camp. Now's as good a time as any to talk, right?
Oh, we can't talk to him about Wynn. I need to tell you how much I enjoy your company.
You know, I was just thinking the same thing. Given the circumstances, things could have been so much worse. I'm so grateful that you're you, instead of some other Grey Warden. That sounded better in my head. I just mean to say that I've really come to care about you.
Thank you, Alistair.
Now we just need to be rid of that pesky archdemon, and everything will be back to normal, right?
Okay, I know we need to clean our stuff out, but I'm pretty sure we have a gift for Pretzel. So I'm gonna find that real quick. Oh no. What is this? Oh, right, war paint. Did it really do anything? Beef bone, right? Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Let's go clean out our bags because we're almost at our limit, and then we'll hit the road.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Let me see your wares, Bowden.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Be right back. Okay, we're all cleaned up. So let's head back to Redcliffe. How's Pretzel? I can't tell if your war paint's on or not. Oh well. So we have to take... I like having Wynn in the party. Morgan is the highest level? Whatever.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
Now we need to go back. Can we just go straight to Redcliffe Castle? Or we have to go to Redcliffe Village? Oh, works. I have to go all... Go to the battle sequence. Where?
Oh, thank the Maker. We need help. They attacked the wagon. Please help us. Follow me. I'll take you to them.
Gotta get this Alfred on the way. I don't see any ads. Oh, shit. Look at that bird. Look at that bird go.
The Grey Warden dies here!
Oh, I gotta go deal with this assassin, dude. Let's probably get her out of the way first. I'm really glad we took all these heals now.
Let's grab some glory!
Cross me and you will pay!
Man, I love having these double mages. They make staying alive so much easier.
Watch out!
Oh, I thought that was Alistair. Oh, that is an assassin. Where is Alistair? Oh, he's right there. Yeah, leveled up. Wake him up and talk to him. We're not gonna kill random elf, dude.
Oh, what? I rather thought I would wake up dead, or not wake up at all, as the case may be. But I see you haven't killed me yet.
I have some questions.
Ah, so I'm to be interrogated. Let me save you some time. My name is Zevran. Zev to my friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly.
What are the Antivan Crows?
This elf is a crow. That makes sense. They are an order of assassins out of Antiva. I understand they almost run that nation, and are hired only at great expense.
Quite right. I'm surprised you haven't heard much of the Crows out here. Back where I come from, we're rather infamous.
Who hired you to kill us?
A rather taciturn fellow in the capital. Loghain, I think his name was. Yes, that's it.
Does that mean you're loyal to Loghain?
I have no idea what his issues are with you. The usual, I imagine. You threaten his power, yes? Beyond that, no, I am not loyal to him. I was contracted to perform a service.
And now you failed that service.
Oh, well, that's between Loghain and the Crows, and between the Crows and myself.
And between you and me.
Isn't that what we're establishing now?
When were you to see him next?
I wasn't. If I had succeeded, I would have returned home and the Crows would have informed your Loghain of the results, if he didn't already know. If I had failed, I would be dead, or I should be, at least as far as the Crows are concerned. No need to see Loghain then.
If you had failed.
What can I say, huh? I am an eternal optimist. Although the chances of succeeding at this point seem a bit slim, don't they? No, I don't suppose you'd find that funny, would you?
No. How much were you paid?
I wasn't paid anything. The Crows, however, were paid quite handsomely, or so I understand. Which does make me about as poor as a Chantry mouse, come to think of it. Being an Antivan Crow isn't for the ambitious, to be perfectly honest.
Then why are you one?
Well, aside from a distinct lack of ambition, I suppose it's because I wasn't given much of a choice. The Crows bought me young. I was a bargain, too, or so I'm led to believe. But don't let my sad story influence you. The Crows aren't so bad. They keep one well supplied. Wine, women, men, whatever you happen to fancy. Though the whole severance package is garbage, let me tell you. If you're considering joining, I'd really think twice about it.
Thank you. I'll take that under advisement.
You seem like a bright girl. I'm sure you have other options.
Why are you telling me all of this?
Why not? I wasn't paid for silence. Not that I offered it for sale, precisely.
Aren't you at least loyal to your employers?
Loyalty is an interesting concept. If you wish, and you're done interrogating me, we can discuss it further.
I'm listening. Make it quick.
Well, here's the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit. That's how it works. If you don't kill me, the Crows will. Thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the Crows pause, so let me serve you instead.
What would you want in return?
Well, let's see. Being allowed to live would be nice, and would make me marginally more useful to you. And somewhere down the line, if you should decide that you no longer have need of me, then I go on my way. Until then, I am yours. Is that fair?
Can I expect the same amount of loyalty from you?
I happen to be a very loyal person. Up until the point where someone expects me to die for failing. That's not a fault, really, is it? I mean, unless you're the sort who would do the same thing, in which case I don't come very well recommended, I suppose.
And what's to stop you from finishing the job later?
To be completely honest, I was never given much of a choice regarding joining the Crows. They bought me on the slave market when I was a child. I think I paid my worth back to them plus tenfold. The only way out, however, is to sign up with someone they can't touch. Even if I did kill you now, they might just kill me on principle for failing the first time. Honestly, I'd rather take my chances with you.
Won't they come after you?
Possibly. I happen to know their wily ways, however. I can protect myself as well as you. Not that you seem to need much help. And if not, well, it's not as if I had many alternatives to start with, is it?
Very well. I accept your offer.
What? You're taking the assassin with us now? Does that really seem like a good idea?
Oof. The fourth option is you're here, aren't you? Collecting casts off is what I do. I'm gonna try to use persuade. Don't worry about it. We could really use him.
All right. I see your point. Still, if there was a sign we were desperate, I think it just knocked on the door and said hello.
A fine plan. But I would examine your food and drink far more closely from now on, were I you.
That's excellent advice for anyone. I hereby pledge my oath of loyalty to you until such a time as you choose to release me from it. I am your man, without reservation. This I swear.
I feel like we just signed on a Khajiit. I can't unhear it. I can't unhear it at all. What level are you, friend? Level 11. Well, hello.
Horse feathers.
Oh, I'm sorry, Win. I kind of want to try out the new guy. And he's a rogue. Who happens to be an elf. I'm not... Alistair disapproves. Morgan disapproves. But babies love me. Now I really want to talk to this guy.
Here I am.
Can't answer some questions.
Oh, this should be good. Go ahead.
This is gonna take a while, isn't it? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it here, now that we've got a little bit of a taste for Zevran. What was his name, right? Zevran? And we'll talk to everybody a little bit more next time. We've had our excitement. And we'll do some more chat in the next video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I will see you next time.